Hi Glams, welcome to Back to Basics. In today's Back to Basics, I'm going to teach you how to do a really classic smoky eye. Now I'm using as the base of this smoky eye, the gel liner, which I showed you how to do in the first Back to Basics. And I've also based my eyes with just a little bit of matte foundation. So let's get cracking. I've chosen today two beautiful burgundies from the makeup studio. One's called Ruby Red and one's called Pearly Plum. So with my 252 brush, I'm going to put the Ruby Red on the lash line. The Ruby Red is the more sort of plummy of the two colours. And the objective of this Glams is to press the colour over the gel eyeliner. Now what this does is the eyeshadow will adhere to the gel eyeliner, and that's exactly what you want. Because already you can see, Glams, you're getting quite a smoky look and it hasn't taken much effort. I'm just placing eyeshadow on the brush. I'm not doing too much placing, and then I'm placing the colour on the lash line. And I'm kind of holding it up, because that's the aim of the game, especially when you're getting older. I'm going to do the bottom as well. It might be a good idea also, Glams, for this look, if you leave your concealer or foundation under the eyes, do that after you've applied the smoky eye, because inevitably, you know, one can make a little bit of a mess. Now, with my other favourite brush from MAC, the 242, I'm going to put a little bit of the other colour, Pearly Plum, just on the lid. Turn the brush around to get the other side, the angle that you need. And with the same brush, I might add a little bit more Ruby Red to the outer corners. I've left the inner thirds free, we'll get to that. But while we're here, let's clean up that contour, because it's a little bit of a dog's breakfast. I won't lie, I'm using my favourite Too Faced bronzer at the moment, Chocolate Soleil. I love this bronzer because it's matte. With my 117 brush, also by MAC, I'm just going to do the contour and just clean up any sort of jagged mess that you may have, you know, left behind. Again, and just watch the corners. Now's the time to go, gone a little bit sort of wayward there with the corners, because especially when you're getting a little bit older, you don't want eyeshadow to be dragging your eyes down, kiss of death. You just want everything to be up and around. Now we're going to move on. I'm going to use a lighter colour for the inner thirds of the eye. Now I've chosen a colour by MAC. It's a great colour, it's called One to Watch. So let's place that on again with a 242 brush, just pressing it on the inner third. Just blends beautifully. It just lightens up the whole thing a little bit, so it's not too, you know, burgundy melange. Now's the time you might also like to add a little bit more eyeshadow. I'm going to do a smidgen of Ruby Red just on those outer corners. Now this eyeshadow by Makeup Studio has got a little bit of shimmer in it. It's not completely matte. Now Glams, I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up. Now what you can do is to clean up the under eye area if you have foundation already underneath and you just don't want to move it all, with a little bit of fast response eye cream by MAC. So I'm going to do that on top on a cotton bud, and I'm just going to clean up anything that I may have left behind there. It's really important with the smoky eye that you are clean under this area, because if you've got the smoky eye and you've also got, you know, a ton of makeup and sort of eyeshadow debris in that area, it's going to look like you've been out for a very long time. My tip is to do your concealer or foundation in this area after you've done the smoky eye. But as I was already made up for you, I'm cleaning up with a little bit of fast response eye cream, which is a great way to do it, because you get rid of everything without you get rid of all the eyeshadow debris, you moisturize, and you don't disturb everything that you've done before. But just to be sure, I'm putting a little bit of YSL Touch Eclat in number 3 under the old eye holes. Now you may have seen this in my previous tutorials. I do love this product. Just lightens and brightens, and it's best used over a foundation or a concealer in this area. Patting it in, of course, is also essential. When you are in your 40s or a little bit older, you can't really be wearing heavy concealers under the eye. So that done, Glams, I have I've already curled my lashes, so I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. The Kevyn one is still one of my favourites, so I'm going to whack that on. So there you have it, Glams, a really beautiful classic smoky eye. But now's the time to assess, can I do more? I say yes. I'm going to add a tad more of the Melli Cosmetics gel liner on the inner rim. This is just to add a little bit more drama. Well, I am happy with that, but there's still room for more. I'm now going to add a little bit of sparkle to the inner corners. Why not? I'm using a MAC pigment called Tan. Now, I don't use a lot of pigments in my makeup life because they're really, really messy. But if you put them on strategically and with the right brush, I'm using a Bdellium smudge brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of sparkle to the inner corners of the eyes. Well, Glams, there you have it. Your classic smoky eye. Thank you so much for watching Back to Basics. Don't forget to check out my previous videos. And why not like, share and subscribe? I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.